Alright traders, today we're breaking down a stock that's been climbing back onto the radar, and that is Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. We're going to be looking at the latest fundamentals, the recent market news, and the current technical setup that will be answering the question, is now the time to go long Palantir? So, let's get right into it. Let's start with the fundamentals. As we know, Palantir recently reported the Q4 earnings, posting $608 million in revenue, which beat the expectations. But what really stood out to me and the majority of investors was their GAAP net income. Yes, they have been profitable for the 6th consecutive quarter, which is something that critics used to hammer them on in the past. Their commercial revenue also surged 32% year over year in the US market, showing the strong demand from private sector clients, not just the government contracts. Now that, I would say, is a very key shift in Palantir's identity. They're evolving from just a defense and intelligence software firm into a broader AI-powered enterprise platform. In fact, CEO Alex Karp recently stated that demand for Palantir's AI platform is unprecedented, and the company is now onboarding hundreds of commercial clients at a much faster rate. Now, on towards the price action. Let's break this down, starting from the daily chart of Palantir. As we can see, we have been holding a key level of support, which has been the 50 EMA. If we see the price action above the 50 EMA, it shows that the buyers are fully in control. We are also above the 200 EMA, which is this white line right here on the chart. And what really excites me here is that we see this curl right here, showing that even though there were sellers, buyers slowly, came up and pretty much forbid the sellers from going down further. Now, what really excites me here is that if we plot is an anchored VWAP from this swing high, basically getting the average price in which the short sellers came into the stock at this high, is that it is currently at $89.64, and we closed today at $96.50. So technically, the average participant who short the stock at this high is actually losing money, and this is a good sign if you're looking to go long, right? Not so good if you're short the stock. But what this happens is that people who want short the name, since now they're losing money, they're going to cover their positions, right? So that causes buying. Also, individuals who are looking to be long the stock are seeing that, we're holding above the 50 in key areas of support. So that's going to be another buying. So it's going to be double buying on the stock, right? Which is why I firmly am excited for this name, and I'm looking to firmly play this over the next couple of days. I would personally, I'm going to be entering the name at approximately $100. At that break would be my entry, and my stop loss would be at around this area of 81.91, or if to allow more risk, it would be around the $75 level, right? With price projections based on Fibonacci retracements and actual mathematical modeling, that if we place from this bounce and little retracement that we had, targets are going to be the 156 and the $207 level. I quote for the daily chart, right? This is more of a swing trade. Now, what this shows is that the $156 level is going to be the ultimate full 100% Fibonacci level. So that's where we're slowly going to start seeing some sideways movement. Now, where it gets really, really overvalued, I guess, in a way, is towards that $207.44 level, which is where we ultimately usually don't get towards that price level unless you're like in an NVIDIA, right, where there's a lot of hype behind the name. But I firmly believe that we can positively achieve that $156 level. Also, what you really want to know and look out for on the names that we're looking to be long is not just look on one time frame, but also look at other time frames such as the 30-minute chart, which is right here. We want to see that multi-time frame confluence, and that it's going in the direction of the longer term trend. And if we see, we had an amazing portion of this stock showing us a golden cross. So the buyers are even showing us here that they were present since February, or pardon me, since March 21st, when we saw this golden cross towards the upside. This is a very bullish signal, showing us that even on the 30-minute chart, we are bullish, so that's a nice check. Now, going on towards a 50-minute chart, analyzing it even further, we saw that golden cross, but before, We actually saw it on Friday, March 14th, so pretty much a week beforehand, right? This is why it's important to look at multi-time frame analysis, not just one time frame, because you may see a sign earlier, develop earlier than the longer term time frame, right? Which may be a good point of entry. If you would have been long already since 82, you would have been pretty much around $14 in the money already, right? So it's very important to also put nice volume. Now, one way that we played this for the day trade today was that pretty much there's a VWAP from yesterday, right? But I'm keeping it on here. And as we see, this is actually, let me just separate this. So this is today's price action. Let me label that VWAP differently. So this is VWAP from today, intraday. And what I saw was these areas of resistance and support. So what I did yesterday was I plotted these areas, that resistance level and the support area right here. And what I did was that today when the market opened, I said, all right, we have previous levels of yesterday. So by seeing these intense wicks, right, we go up and then sellers bring it down. This is what these wicks stand. The buyers try to bring the price up, but then they shot it back down. Basically shows us that, the sellers were coming in pretty heavily, right? And also what this candle just helped us reconfirm that, and that was our entry. We entered and we got out towards this area here because we saw that we were approaching the 50, right? So that was our out, and it was pretty profitable in that trade. Our stop loss was at this high right here, around $98, and we didn't get stopped out, basically. But what I'm saying here is that you can play this multiple ways. Like the longer term here, as you see this, it's still bullish. We had a nice upward move, right? Nice upward move. All we're doing now is we're kind of flagging in a way. So we're kind of digesting this big price action that we've seen. And that's normal to see. That's very good to see more strength and more movement towards the upside, right? So, but we use this consolidation on a smaller time frame, and we pretty much executed the trade when short at resistance, bought back at support levels today. So yeah, pretty much those are areas that I'm looking to be looking out for. Also, as you can see on the 5-minute chart, we held that previous day, so yesterday's anchored VWAP, so showing us that the buyers who did this nice move are still present in the stock. And as long as we don't break below that, I am looking bullish on Palantir, and it's looking absolutely amazing, right? So now, what is the conclusion? Well, I believe that Palantir is absolutely bullish and is a very high probability setup, right? We've also seen that institutions have bought at previous highs and are now in profit. This means that they're likely to keep holding or even add to their positions. Now, for a macro content, and also worth noting, is that we have seen major firms like ARK Invest and BlackRock have maintained or actually increased their positions in Palantir. And that gave me further confidence that this name isn't just hype, and that there's real institutional support behind the scenes. So, to wrap it all up, Palantir is showing the strong fundamentals, the strong profitability, growth in its AI segment, and the technical strength on the chart. Is it a buy? Personally, for me, it's a yes. As long as it holds that anchored VWAP zone and clears a recent consolidation, the potential upside here is meaningful. So, if you want to get trade setups like this every day, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and make sure to receive the Uplift Markets newsletter. It's completely free, and I send out my best setups, levels to watch out for, and the watch list stocks every single day before the market opens. Also, if this video brought value, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below if you're trading Palantir or any AI stocks this week. And as always, thanks for watching, maintain your risk, and don't let the market make a fool.